Aloha everybody, thanks for joining us here today on our second half of our drive out to Haleiwa. We're starting at Ko'olau Center, and we're gonna show you folks kind of what's open and what's closed, more so what's closed. Um, Pretty much more of the food places are open in here, available for takeout. The theaters, um, a lot of the other stores are now closed. Time Supermarket's, of course, open. The McDonald's is open, and some of the food places are still open, available for takeout. Look at that long line going into McDonald's. There aren't too many McDonald's out this side. The other one would be at Windward City in Kaneohe, and I think this is on the edge of Hui Manu, this area. So uh, we are on East Hui Iwa Street, and straight ahead is the Valley of the Temples, where the Byodo Inn temple is all the way in the back there. It's a nice temple. It's been in TV shows and movies. We are now on Kahekili Highway. So the area we're in right now is Hui Manu. So just wanted to give you folks an update as of April 19th, 2020. And again, this video is April 4th, but I'm working on it on April 19th, 2020. And right now, if you go to an essential business, you need to be wearing a mask. So if you go to the supermarket or a food place, you need to wear a mask before you go. To be able to enter there, you have to have a mask on. And also, public schools will be out for the rest of the semester, which means until summertime. So the rest of the school year for public schools is done. Well, you gotta do your online class work and your homework and stuff. Everything's online now, and that's how Austin is doing his classwork now. Is everything's online, and they have video meetings with their teachers. It seems to be working now, although Austin really misses his classmates and going to school. Also, a new thing on exercising at the beach. You can walk on the beach to get into the water, but you cannot exercise on the beach anymore. You can't walk or jog on the beach. So no sitting, sun tanning, waiting for somebody on the beach, standing around talking. You have to be going to the water and get in the water, and when you're done, you need to get out of the water and just leave. You can't hang around. So something to keep in mind: if you're tired and exhausted and you're in the water, don't wait until you are so tired to come out of the water that you have to sit down, because you might get in trouble. So that's a new thing that just happened. The governor made that effective, I think, as of today, and they're citing people who are, even if you're walking on the beach. You used to be able to exercise on the beach and walk. Now you can't. So technically, they said all state beaches are closed. So on the right side, you're going to see Kamehameha Highway meet up with Kahekili Highway, which is what we're on. And you have 7-Eleven there on the right side. On the left side, in that orange building, that is the Hygienic Store. And a little history on the Hygienic Store is it used to be the company store of the Hygienic Dairy. which was founded in 1907. So all of Ahui used to be a dairy farm, and it was the largest dairy in the state. So about 1950, it changed into a full service gas station, general store. You could pick up fresh meat and produce and hardware, and some people could pick up their mail here because I heard that the mail didn't go back into the valley, so they would have to come to the store to pick it up. And then it's changed hands a few times since then, and it's still like a mom and pop store, and eventually they removed the gas pumps. But yeah, it's still there, and it is a landmark. Everybody on this side knows the Hygienic Store. So we're now in Kahaluu. So back in the day, when I was younger, maybe middle school, I would catch the bus out here to go to visit my family. Or I had friends in Kahaluu that would come visit. But most of our trips out here on the bus was to Ka'ava, which we had family there. And we go spend the weekend out there. My mom would also come out here and drive us out with the car, but I just remember the long bus rides, and it was Kaneohe Circle Island, I think 52, number 52. Let's turn the radio on for a little while and listen to the music of Lono. That was Lono with Hanai Boy, and I'll put a link down below so you can check out his music and his website. We are now in Waihole, and I told you in the other video that this is the windward side, and the windward side is more rainy. That's why everything's so green and lush. On the left side here is the Waihole Poi Factory, which you can get some ono good Hawaiian food there, and they look like they're still open for takeout. On the right side here, this used to be all overgrown area, trees and all overgrown for the longest time, and recently they decided to clear it out and kind of make it into a little park area. Looks like you could still go over there. I don't see it taped off, but with the parks all closed now, sometimes I don't know what you're gonna get scoldings for going into. The poi from Waihole, to me, it's sweeter than most other pois. When we were younger, we used to go in the back of Waihole Valley and go camping. We used to be able to drive all the way up there, and then there was a spot to park, and then you'd do a 15-minute walk to the camp spot, and it was roughing it because there was no cabins or anything. It's just going with a tent, and there was just a stream, a bamboo forest, and it was real fun as kids. and you can go catch fish or prawns. And but yeah, I remember I had such a good time camping up there. You can see that's the Hygienic Store on the right side. But eventually they closed off that area where we could go camping in the back of Waihole. I don't know why they restricted access to the back of there at some point, but we had a lot of good memories camping out over there. So a lot of this area is farmland or nurseries. This one is an orchid nursery right here. And, but up ahead here, actually, I think it's starting already here on the left side. This is a Kualoa Ranch area, and some of the houses too, I think, are all on Kualoa Ranch property. There you can see the cows grazing there on the left side. There's also a fish pond. Did I say fish pond? Fish pond on the right side, and you know, the fish ponds were built a certain way so that the fish could go into the pond, and then they would have the guys that would go and feed the fish, and as they fed the fish would grow big, right, and they get trapped in the pond. So they're really smart how they did that. Here on the left side, just the Coral Kingdom. Had a viewer tell me about how it used to be all painted, all crazy colors and everything, and it was real eye-catchy. I kind of remember it was painted differently before, but I don't remember it as much. As you know, we used to come out here all the time to go to visit our relatives, but I don't know, I don't remember it that much. So one activity they used to have at Kualoa Ranch was they from the ranch they would take a shuttle. You would take a shuttle down to the fish pond, and they would kind of give you a little tour and talk about some of the plants and stuff. But then they would take you to the fish pond and take you out on a boat into the fish pond and talk to you about how they put together the fish pond and how, you know, it works. And that was pretty fun. You can see everything from a different angle when you're out on the fish pond looking back at the Ko'olau mountain range. It's really nice. I hope they still have that. I don't know. So another thing about Kualoa Ranch that I remember is they have a buffet, and I'm not sure if it's available all the time, but they serve ribs, and the ribs is so good. And I don't know how they prepare it or whatever, but they also make it available that you can buy the fresh meat and cook it at home yourself. So it's supposed to be grass-fed, like top quality meat. So Kualoa Ranch has a whole bunch of other activities like ATV rides, horseback riding, and I think they do a jeep tour. We saw pigs over there one time on the jeep tour. On the right side here, you can see Kualoa Regional Park. At Kualoa Regional Park, there's Mo'oli'i, which is the island that you can see. It looks like a Chinaman's hat. That's why it's called Chinaman's hat. Ooh, wow, look on the left side, you can see all the horses out in the pasture over here. Never see that. You can pet them at the fence. That's crazy. Do you see that white hook there on the left side? That is Maui's hook. And did you see Moana? I love that movie Moana. And legend has it, that's how the Hawaiian Islands came to be. He fished them out with the magic hook. Israel Kamakaviva Ole sings about that in his Hawaiian Superman song. So when we were younger, we would go out to Mo'oli'i Island with my mom, my aunties, my cousins, and Tutu, or our grandma. And we during low tide we'd go kind of walk out there along the reef, which isn't good because you're not supposed to walk on the reef. But sorry, we did that when we were younger, and you can swim out there and you can kayak out there also. So we go out there during low tide because the water was calmer and it was more shallow, and we try to get back before high tide came up, because at high tide it got a lot more rough. But we remember going out there, and and hiking up to the top of Mo'oli'i Island. It was really fun to do. I only did that as a kid though. I haven't done that as an adult. So another thing to note is Kualoa Beach Park is kind of on the edge of Kaneohe Bay, and Kaneohe Bay is actually, what I heard, is one of the largest breeding grounds for hammerhead sharks. But here in the Pacific Ocean, hammerhead sharks are not that aggressive. I hear in the Atlantic Ocean, the hammerhead sharks are more aggressive. So even though there's a lot of hammerhead sharks in there, it should be okay, right? I used to work out in Kaneohe Bay, and I have never seen a shark while I was working there. So I used to work out there almost every day and take pictures. But I was only out there for maybe like 3 or 4 hours. On the left side here, there is a bunker on the left, on the top there. It's a part of Kualoa Ranch, and it's part of the movie tour where you can go inside this bunker area and it shows you some movie stuff. On the left side here, this is in the back there. That's still Kualoa Ranch, but that they have a lot of movies filmed in there on that side, and TV shows. I know they did like Hawaii Five-0 in there, and Jurassic Park, and there was a scene of 50 First Dates in there. There's a lot of stuff in. Yeah, Jurassic Park. They have that log still there. This big tree trunk that's lying on the ground. So it's kind of cool to see that when you go on the tour in there. We're actually into Ka'ava, I think, already. This area. This is my family lives out on this side. This is where my mom them grew up, on this side. And I wanted to point out to you, if you have seen the movie Blue Crush, you know, there's a scene where they drop off Penny, the young sister, at school, and it's at this Ka'ava Elementary that they had dropped her off at. So yeah, they did a scene in there where they drop her off at school, and it was after they went out surfing, kind of early part of the movie in Blue Crush. Yeah, right inside there on the left side. That's also the school that my mom and my aunties and my uncle and my cousin went to back in the day. I have a lot of good memories out this side. We spent a lot of weekends over here, and this one time I remember, I don't know why, I was walking the Rottweiler, my auntie them's Rottweiler, and I was kind of by myself, and I don't know, I think I might have been maybe only like 12 or something, or 14, and I remember this, while I was walking down the street, this other dog from the house came out, and the dog looked like it was gonna attack us, and I didn't know what to do, so I growled back at the dog like an angry dog, and the dog actually turned around and ran back to the house. It was really weird. I don't even know why I did that. It just was a reaction of a 12-year-old. I was so scared. I probably didn't realize the owner of that dog called the dog back to the house. But to me, I felt like my growl chased the dog back home. So another thing I remember when we were kids, coming out here from my auntie them's house, we would walk to the store, and it was a Ka'ava, like a general store. I don't know what the name was, but you know, after 7-Eleven took over that spot, we were kind of sad at first when that happened, but then, you know, 7-Eleven's actually pretty good too. But I remember going to that store and, you know, getting a soda or candy. I think I remember candy bars. But when we would walk there at night, it's so dark. There's no street lights in the back roads over there, so kind of scary. You walking around in the dark. Maybe you bring a flashlight with you, but um, it was still good times. On the left side here used to be the Crouching Lion restaurant. I don't know if it's a Crouching Lion something else right now, but when it was a restaurant, I know my grandma used to work there. But above there, they said it's supposed to look like a Crouching Lion. I've never seen it. I mean, I can't, looking at it from different angles, I don't see it. So same thing with the sleeping giant on Kauai. I look at it and I'm like, okay. I can't see the sleeping giant, but okay. I guess I just don't have the eyes to see those kind of things. I could see cloud shapes though, and say, hey, that looks like a dragon or a dog or. So we're now heading into Kahana, and there's a fish pond right here on the right side, but coming up on the left side is Kahana Valley. There's a park there, and you can go into the valley. But I remember doing a hike in there one time, and wow, there was so many mosquitoes on that hike. It was crazy. I never seen so many mosquitoes before. You had to have had some kind of repellent on you, or you got bit up really bad. Okay, here is inside. This is the parking area for the Kahana Bay area. It's kind of a beach, but it's never clear water. I don't think it's kind of it's mixed with the stream coming out over here somewhere. So here is Kahana Valley on the left side here, where you can there's a hike in there. I don't know if you can go all the way back in there, but the park is right here anyways, and that's where you could go in to do that hike. But we did that with a school, so I don't know. I don't know if you can do that as a public hike. So I don't know if you noticed back there. So all along in this Kahana Bay area, you could park inside those park areas. I see. That's why I don't understand what parks are closed and what parks are open. Um, that one looked open, and people could park inside the parking lot there. So I love what is painted on these barriers up ahead right here. Aloha is a lifestyle. That's a good motto. So yeah, I like that. Aloha is a lifestyle. So now we are in Punaluu, and there is a restaurant coming up on the left side. It's actually Kaneki's now. Kaneki's is also in Waimanalo. So I don't know if it has the same menu. you know, this one, if it has the same as the Waimanalo one. But you know, the Waimanalo one is like a plate lunch place. Um, I remember the barbecue chicken was really good over there. But yeah, it must be something similar. My dad, he likes to come over here and go fishing. Yeah. Um, in fact, he was his car was over there one time, and me, Cheryl, and Austin were driving out here to go. I don't know what we were doing. We were gonna get lunch or something. Taking our drive in the weekend, and then we see my dad over there. It was so funny, so we stopped and said hi to him. Yeah, this is, you know, we don't live out this side. We just come out here to enjoy and do stuff. On the left side here is Ching's Punaluu store. You can get, it's like a general store with, and you can get some fishing supplies there too. I see people, you know, fishing along the side over here, and it's a nice beach area too. You could just pull your car over and you know, just go enjoy the beach right there. Just don't get stuck in the sand. On the left side here is Kaya's store. It's a mom and pop type of store.
Riding in the old jack, way below the local speed limit. We don't like go fast, we go e kahi, e lua, e kolu, e ha. Slow it down, brother. This ain't the mainland. Yeah, we riding in the old jack, way below the local speed limit. We don't like go fast, we go e kahi, e lua, e kolu, e ha. This ain't the mainland. Putting up the little grass shack. It's small, but it's just enough. Now we plan la'au, e kahi, e lua, e kolu, e ha. Hauula luxury condos, brother. This ain't the mainland. Putting up the little grass shack. It's small, but it's just enough. Now we plan la'au, e kahi, e lua, e kolu, e ha. This ain't
The house there on the left, the white one, that's the Kim Taylor Reese house gallery. But you know, I don't know. I hear it's hard to. It used to be open all the time on certain days, but I think now you gotta make an appointment to go check it out. If they even have it available for the public anymore, I'm not sure. And if you don't know who Kim Taylor Reese is, he's a photographer here in Hawaii, and he did a lot of hula stuff. A lot of his work is all black and white. I believe we're now in Hauula. On the left is the Hauula gift shop. I love this side of the island, it's so mellow. And on the left there is Woo's Sundries and Kicks Barbecue. Believe they're available for takeout. I'm not sure what that store is that says Aloha Hawaii Gifts on it, but that's 7-Eleven. On the right is Hauula Beach Park.
Na olelo o Hawaii nei, na huna o Hawaii nei, na mele o Hawaii Genoa, Gabby, Johnny, Kindi, Kani kapila o Hawaii kapila para, a ole na malini aina. Na olelo o Hawaii nei, na huna o Hawaii nei, na mele o Hawaii Genoa, Gabby, Johnny, Kindi.
And that was Lono reminding us to slow down and take it easy. We do the same thing on Oahu. Everything is rush, 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 and progress. So he's reminding us to take it slow, take it easy, with his song "This Ain't the Mainland." I don't know what's happening over here. There was some kind of issue. I think they resolved it, but the traffic was backing up a little bit, and so we could finally get through. Thank you for sticking with us. This is a long drive. You're seeing it in real time, going from Kaneohe or Ahui Manu to out to Haleiwa. On the left side here is Hauula Kai Center. You got North Shore Tacos, Gord's Smoked Prime Ribs, Tamura's Market, Long's Drugs, Papa Ole's Kitchen, and I believe there's also a post office in there. On the right side here is Kokololio Beach Park, and they are for sure closed because you can see the parking entrance is blocked off. But you can still park on the outside and go walk in if you're going to go into the water. But if you're going to be sitting on the beach waiting for somebody in the water, you're gonna get, you could get busted for that. So as of now anyways, you're not allowed to even walk or jog on the beach. On the weekends, that park is usually really crowded, with families having get-togethers there. They put up their tents and stuff. On long weekends, it's even worse. There's even more. On the left here, there's some stands here. You could try check them out. I don't know if they're all open right now, but otai, if you saw that back there, it's a drink. The mango otai is a fruity drink. It comes from Tonga. In Hawaii, we are so fortunate to have so many different cultures here. We can try so many different types of foods and treats and drinks. We're very lucky. On the right side here is Laie Beach Park, and the beach there is called Pounders. So if you are going out to the Polynesian Culture Center or Hukilau Marketplace, it is right up ahead around the bend, straight ahead right there. It's a fun place to spend the day if you want to experience different Polynesian villages, and they have shows and stuff. On the left side here is Hukilau Marketplace. That lunch truck, the blue one you saw, is Penny's Malasada. They have a lot of eating places in there, Pounders and Halipops and Tita's Grill. This is the main entrance to Polynesian Culture Center right there on the left. And so in the Polynesian Culture Center, you can experience different villages like from Tonga, Hawaii, Fiji, Samoa, Tahiti, Aotearoa. Did I get them all? On the left side here, this is the Courtyard by Marriott. It used to be the location of the old McDonald's. Now the new McDonald's is right here on the left, in front of you on the left. And this next left turn will take you to the BYU Hawaii campus. On the left here is Foodland gas station. I didn't realize that, but this is the Laie shopping center. You have post office, you have movie theater, you got a health clinic there. There's several takeout food places there that you can go get, and there's ice cream. Just to warn you though about the Foodland here, if you were going there to buy alcohol, they do not carry alcohol at this one. This next left turn here takes you to the Laie Hawaii Temple. Coming up here on the right side is Hukilau Beach, right there. And as you can see, the parking lot is closed, so that beach is closed. On the left side here is the Laie Country Store. You can get your Kako fresh eggs there. On the right side here is the entrance to Malai Kahana Recreational State Park or area, I think it's called. You can go camping in there, or even just go to the beach when it's open. Right now it's closed, but I believe you can go online actually to get permit to go camping there. And there is a fee. You used to have to go down to some office place and wait in line to go get your permit, but now you can just do it online, I believe. On the left side here is the Gunstock Ranch. We passed the entrance to it, but been to a birthday party there, so I think you can reserve the pool area in the back there, and they have I think horse ride for the kids and stuff. So if you want to reserve that for a birthday party, I believe you can do that. So if you're looking for the North Shore zip line, it's coming up here on the left side. If you like that kind of thing, that's too sketchy and dangerous for me, but it's right there if you turn left here. So as we're driving into Kahuku, want to mention that there used to be an old sugar mill here, but now that there's not any sugar mill there, they have souvenir shops and food trucks there now, and so it's a good place to go and get food. You have not just regular food trucks, but they also have vegan, vegetarian type. It's totally worth checking out, and they really need your help in business right now because you know they rely a lot on the tourist traffic, and right now there's no tourists here, so it's mostly the locals going there now, and we don't always go out and get food. So Marie's Baja Fish Tacos is here, and they're awesome. I love their food. I regret not stopping here and getting because I'm craving it now. They're right there on the right. That's Marie's. There's also Aloha Rolls, which is a small little blue truck there thing on the right. They have that ice cream, that rolled ice cream stuff that's so good. But yeah, go, even if you don't want to go check out those places that I mentioned. There's other places in there for you to take a look at, and there's so many different varieties of food in there. So it's worth checking out, and they really could use your business now. All you locals, um, please go down and check them out and give them business if you can. So you all probably heard of Giovanni's, and you know that's a popular shrimp truck. They have it at Kahuku, and they also have it in Haleiwa. But you know, I I would challenge you folks to try other shrimp trucks because there's so many good shrimp trucks um, at Kahuku or Haleiwa, and you know you don't have to just go to Giovanni's. Giovanni's always has a crazy line there. It's too long. I don't, you know, I would rather just get my food quickly and go eat it instead of having to wait so long. So um, yeah, this on the right side here, this is Romy's. I think that's how you say it, Romy's. That's another shrimp eating place. So you know, there's so many good options. You know, you don't have to get stuck just because you heard a name and you're like, oh, I gotta go check that off my list. Or if you do have to, that's fine. But then go try another one after that. You know. Here's another one here on the right side. That one is Fumi's, and I heard they're really good too. On the right side here coming up, they have an art store, a gallery type of thing, and souvenir shops, and I believe there's some eating places here normally. I'm not sure if any of them are open right now, but it looks like they're not open. I'm not sure though. On the right side here, this is Turtle Bay Golf Course. I don't know if it's called the Turtle Bay Resort Golf Course, but that's the golf course at Turtle Bay anyways. So coming up soon is going to be the main entrance into Turtle Bay Resort. They also have beach areas in there, which is probably closed now anyways, but normally you could go drive in there and park in one of the stalls that says beach parking, or I'm not sure what it says, but it says beach on it, and you want to park in those stalls because otherwise you might get in trouble parking in hotel resort parking spot. And there on the right side is the Turtle Bay Resort entrance. And here you can see more of the golf course on the right side. It's also not just they have condos in there, I believe, houses. So it's not just a tourist resort rental area. I think on the right here, this is Kavela Beach, and it's closed. You can't even pull in the parking area. A lot of times when you see cars all parked on the side of the road here, you can probably assume that there's a surf spot nearby where you can park out here and walk into. I'm not a surfer, so I don't know where all the spots are, but it's usually what you see when you see a lot of cars parked on the side of the road in a certain area. That was Lono with Hanai Kapono. Coming up on the left side is Ted's Bakery. It doesn't look like they're open. I don't know if they're just not open today or if they're not open because of this virus thing. But you gotta stop there and try their plate lunches is so good. If you can get a pie too, that's what they're known for, is their pies. Their pies are so good. Cheryl gets this one plate that is a combo. It comes with a slice of pie too, so you gotta look for those. Yeah, it's really good food over there if you get a chance to stop by. Coming up here on the right side is Sunset Beach. Usually there's cars parked all along this right side, and it's all blocked off right now. You can't even park there. I don't know how that one car got in there. The restrooms are there on the left side at the park, and but yeah, this it's a nice beach to hang out at. On the left side here, coming up is going to be Sunrise Shack. This is the one out at Sunset. There's one at Outrigger, Waikiki also. Right after you pass this bridge. So right there on the left side, that orangey building, that's Sunrise Shack area. I believe they're still doing takeout. They could use your business there also. I believe we are now in Pupukea, and pretty soon on the right side you're gonna see Ehukai Beach. The parking lot is closed, but like you can park on the outside and go walk in. You see all these cars. When you park along places like this, make sure you look at the signs, because we've gotten towed away over here before. Like you gotta look for the no parking signs and where it extends to. Right there is on the right side is Ehukai Beach Park. Pipeline, Bonsai Pipeline is in there on the, if you walk to the beach, and it's on the left side. I don't know where exactly the break is, but it's in there on the left side. Yeah, so again, watch the signs. You have to watch it where the arrow's pointing on the signs also. So sometimes it's pointing to the right, sometimes it's pointing to the left, sometimes it's pointing both sides, which means don't park anywhere on the right or left, if it's pointing both sides. But just be careful, because we've been towed away before, and then we were lucky. The tow truck guy, not the one that took our car, but another one, gave us a ride to the to Wahua, where the car was towed away to, and that's far away from here. You can't walk there. So coming up here on the right side is Sharks Cove, and as you can see, it is all blocked off. You can't pull in there or park in there, except for that one car. There's an opening there, I think. Yeah, but you're technically you're not supposed to park over there. You're not supposed to go to the beach over there too now. Now they said it's closed. You have rentals here on the left side normally, and some food trucks. Worth trying if you. Oh, there was an emergency vehicle behind us. I thought I had to pull over and realized he made a turn, so I was gonna get out of his way. So Foodland is here on the left side, and on the right side here is the fire station, and that there's a little parking lot there on the right side, across on the right, and that we've parked there also. If the parking at Sharks Cove is full, we can park over there normally and walk over. It's pretty close, but yeah, there again, you just cannot park along the side of the road here. You can't go in the parking lot. It's just all closed right now. You can see the sand coming up here on the right. That is Waimea Bay. And it looks kind of brown today, the water, which means it probably rained a lot the day before. But there's no access into Waimea Bay. And I believe also the valley is closed. So, yeah, it's usually Waimea Bay, the beach is packed. Like it's hard to find parking there unless you go early. And then I'll show you where there's the valley entrance there on the left, and coming up here on the right side is the parking entrance into Waimea Bay, which is closed. It's nice though if you can hang out there. There's so much sand there. Usually you can go park in a valley, and I think you pay something to park there, and then you can walk out to the bay. A lot of times people will park up here on the side of the road, and then they walk in. But there are signs here that say no parking, so I wouldn't park there. It's not worth it.
church, spend all day in church, and at the setting sun, we go to sleep in church. They say it's a Hawaiian thing. Love Mokai is why we sing. Love Mokai. Yeah, yeah. Just some things that need to be said from the heart, dancing in the head. And if you've heard it, you will benefit. And I thank you for your time, my friend. Hui ho, ho, ho. Yeah, yeah.
That was Lono from Mu to You. Coming up on the right side is Laniakea Beach. It's a famous beach for turtle sightings, but it's also, this area causes a lot of traffic because people park there and they walk across the street, and you know, it's a surfing spot also, so there's a lot of people in the area. And as we're getting close to Haleiwa, I just want to give a big shout out to Lono at Lono Music. He provided us with all this music that you've been hearing today that helped us along with this drive. We really appreciate you, Lono. Mahalo nui loa. Please check out lonomusic.com. I'll leave a link down below. And if you can support Lono and check out his music and maybe even buy some, that would be awesome. We would really, really appreciate it. He is on the island of Molokai, and he's very generous sharing his music with all of us. Thank you, Lono.
Kindi, kanikapila o Hawaii kapila a ole na malini aina. Na ole lo o Hawaii neri, na huna o Hawaii neri, na mele o Hawaii Genoa, Gabby, Johnny, Kindi.
Thank you, Lono. Don't forget to check out lonomusic.com. The link is down below. Okay, this next right turn coming up is leading us into the historic town of Haleiwa. There's a photo op sign right there, the Haleiwa sign. I don't know, you know, play it by ear, because you kind of pulling on the side of the highway to take a photo with the sign. You know, there's other photo ops in Haleiwa Town that's safer. Just a thought. There is a road coming up on the right side. It's Kahana Bay place. They have surfboard rentals and surfboard lessons, I think. I'm not sure what times that's available, but right now it's closed. And to the right here, this is Haleiwa Beach Park, and up ahead you can see the um, Haleiwa Beach Park War Memorial, that white tall thing. And as you can see here, this whole parking lot is closed also. Although it looks like you can park on the outside here and walk in to go surf or go swim. But again, currently you're not even allowed to go walking or running on the beach. All state beaches are closed again, just to remind you. So you see people over here right now, you can't do that now. You have to be going to the water and going surfing or swimming. And once you're done, you need to get out and just leave. You can't sit on the beach and rest before you come back. So this is one thing that I really want to show you folks, was how empty it is in Haleiwa, and just like how it is in Waikiki, it's so eerie. I won't talk much. I'll let you just absorb and just see everything. Anyways, I thank you for sticking with us throughout this drive. Sorry, I didn't use Rain-X or anything on this because I worry about it smudging and not being able to clean it good. There's so many great food truck places out on this side. Kahuku, we really like Marie's Baja Fish Tacos. And then there's Aloha Rolls there for dessert, and that's in Kahuku also. Over here, this is Cheryl's favorite place, Big Wave Shrimp Truck. And if we want burgers, we go to Cool Aina. We like that. That's out in Haleiwa here. Also, we passed it earlier. There's, if you like Thai food. There's Malai Thai, which I'll show you in just a sec. All these places have vegetarian options also. But like Malai Thai, you can choose whatever you want, and then you can choose what kind of meat: chicken, beef, pork, tofu, shrimp, or fish. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. It just started raining. Lucky thing we finished our driving thing. Oh my gosh. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody be safe out there.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And click the bell so you can get notifications.
Yeah.
And yep. Anyway, you take care, everybody. Aloha.
Aloha.
Okay, wait.
Aloha.